Yo, yo, what's up? What's up? Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year. One love and God bless. It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97, Logitech G is going down, baby. So look, we're going to get right into it, man. Right into it. I'm very excited about what I'm doing going forward with this. I'm trying to do this literally every day. You know, pretty much like how I used to do, you know, with the HipHopGamer show and stuff like that. So what we're going to talk about today is PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility, right? Now, I know there's a lot of videos out there talking about it, but you know, everybody, they say, you know, take it with a grain of salt, or there's a rumor and stuff like that. So I took a lot of time to have a lot of conversations, talk with a lot of sources that I have, and I feel comfortable enough to tell y'all that what I'm about to say, I'm actually confirming right now. So if something don't happen, you know, feel free to get at me. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, I feel comfortable confirming everything I'm about to tell y'all right now. So we're gonna break down everything. So on that note, I just want to show everybody that's in the chat. Make sure you drop your city so I can shout you out and show you love. Jermaine, I see you, Jermaine. What's going on, man? Much love. So let's get it started. Here's the title: PlayStation 5 will introduce a remastering engine process for backwards compatibility with PS1 all the way to PS4. Let's get into it. Yo, Shandell, what's going on, Shandell? What's popping? Happy New Year, what's going on? Like I said, drop your city in the chat so I can shout y'all out and show you love and stuff like that. New Orleans in the building, Versatile, I see you. Yeah, I see you. What's going on? Beantown all day. So now let's get right to it. The first thing I want to say is this, right? Everything, everywhere. That's the focus that Sony has been on since 2012. So let's break it down. Everything, everywhere means PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 4 all being at home with PlayStation 5. So when you get the next PlayStation system, everything that makes PlayStation as a brand since birth back in 1994 in Japan when it first came out, you're going to get a chance to experience with the PlayStation 5. This is a generational experience on one box. It's going to be crazy, right? So everything will be playable on PS5 officially, right? Now, here's a bullet point I want to explain to you that supports this. So this idea of every PlayStation generation being on one platform was invested in since 2012, June to be exact, when Gaikai was acquired by Sony. All right. So when Sony brought Gaikai, it wasn't just about PlayStation Now. It was about a generation of PlayStations all being able to live on one box going forward and stuff like that. So that's where that stems from. Now, the reason why what makes this exciting in terms of the backwards compatibility is when the PS5 come out, it's not just coming out and we're just focused on the latest games, even though that's what we're looking forward to, you know, at first. But to be able to have everything at your disposal, like out the gate, is going to make PlayStation overall, from the marketing, from the nostalgia, everything is going to help PlayStation 5 take off. And the fact that it's extremely easy to develop for that's just the cherry on top, right? So that's the first thing. PS1 through PS4 will be on PS5, official. Now, the next thing I want to say, yo, Steve, what's going on? Cleveland in the building. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Crystal in the building. What's up, Crystal? What's going on? Randy, what's up, Randy? All right, so now let's get back to it. And everybody, share the stream. Let me know if everything looks good and sounds good. Share the stream. Let's get it on. So the next thing I want to bring up is this, right? Remastered. Now, look. The title of this is PlayStation 5 will introduce a remastering engine, right? So here's what I want to let y'all in on. If you ever played emulators on PC, Let's take PCSX for instance. When you use the PCSX on your PC, internally, you can change the resolutions, the anti-aliasing. You can make old games look new, like it's like a remaster. It looks groundbreaking, crazy. All right. So this is what's going to take place with the PlayStation 5. So on the PS4, especially the PS4 Pro right now, they have a feature called super sampling, right? Also, they got HDR and everything like that, but super sampling, pay attention to that, because what that does is it allows for games that, let's say you running something at 1080p or it can't be fully 4K. It will super sample the textures in the image so that you can have a higher resolution scaled down so it can match what your TV is, but look better overall. That's what super sampling is. So the remastering of what you're going to see with PlayStation 5 and the technology built in the system is the game changer for backwards compatibility. Why? Because it's not just backwards anymore, it's forward. So if you look at what Xbox One X is doing when they when they have their older games, but they're Xbox One X enhanced, so you could play Red Dead Redemption 1 in 4K. You know what I mean? That's insane, and you see how it looks. That's just a small step of the big picture that's coming with the PS5. So now here's the deal. The remastered individual games will become a thing of the past. So this generation coming up is probably going to be the last generation you see a bunch of remastered titles, because remastered titles will be a thing of the past as remakes become the new cash cow. Remakes are what everybody is more focused on in terms of game development on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Darren, what's going on? You said, did Sony announce all of this yet? No, I'm the one breaking this story right now. So Sony didn't announce this yet. You can take it with a grain of salt if you want, but if you check my track record, you'll see. Google me, you'll see how I get down. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, but Johnny, what's up, Johnny? I see you. So look, to get back to my point, a remastering engine. Because remakes will be the new cash cow in the business. So here's a bullet point to support what I'm saying. If you look at The Last of Us, if you look at God of War 3, if you look at even Medieval that came out, those are remastered games. And as a remaster, they really didn't get that much bigger or better and stuff like that. But if you look at Crash Bandicoot, now, Crash Bandicoot, this is a game from 1997, I think, and they remastered it, and that looked groundbreaking. But keep in mind, it's something from 1997, and that joint went on to do like over 10 million copies. It was huge and stuff like that, right? And even though that was a remaster, the value was crazy because you had all three games fully remastered. The value was great, and people brought it. But for every one of those games, you got a good 3, 4, or 5 that don't do well when it comes to being remastered. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's only but so much you could do. That's why remakes are bigger and better. For example, look at Resident Evil. They had Resident Evil HD remakes, but none of them compared to what the remasters. But you never seen the impact of Resident Evil remake. That Resident Evil 2 remake, it got nominated for Game of the Year, and it's a remake, so it truly feels like a new game. That's where the industry is shifting to overall, especially going into next generation. So what they want to do was the same success that they had with Crash Bandicoot and seeing that remastered, instead of one game or a couple of games having that big impact individually, they want to make that impact system-wide on PlayStation 5 so that every game that you get a chance to play will have the features built in it to give you that impact. So that's going to bring me to my next thing. Exactly. You see the Final Fantasy VII remake, right? I'm telling you, like that's going to be ridiculous. Yo, Arcade, what's going on, Arcade? I see you. How you feeling? Johnny, what up? So now, real quick before I go into my last point, If you look over here, yeah, like right here where you see the chat, you also see me talking to my man Frank from AMD, right? So shout out to AMD. I had a long conversation with them even off camera in 2018. What I can tell y'all right now, get excited. Ray tracing, what AMD is bringing to PlayStation and Xbox, this generation here, I have another major interview coming soon, right? I can't tell y'all about it yet. But what I can say right now is when y'all saw that Hellblade 2 trailer that Xbox showed, and you looking at like, yo, can this really be real? Let's just say this. The next generation will probably be the biggest leap since we've seen PS2 to the Xbox 360 and stuff like that. And what I mean by that is we went from non-HD to full HD in one generation, and that was huge. So I'm telling you right now, this generation may be the biggest leap that we see ever. Like, get ready. I'm telling you, son, it's about to be... Woo! Woo! It's gonna be serious, son. Get hyped, baby. So, anyway, yo, Ron, what's going on, Ron? I see you. So now, let's talk about the next point. The next point is this. General new features, such as custom resolutions, anti-aliasing, and ray tracing, especially when it comes to open source games to be able to revive the old ones. So I had a conversation with NVIDIA, and they was talking about how they're using ray tracing and how they could go back into old games and make them new again. Y'all remember the conversation that I had with Capto Glove and the technology that they're working on, how they could go into old games and make them new again. So this is something behind the scenes, industry-wide, culturally, that's going on in the game industry, where everybody wants to make the old games new again, and they want to make it built. They want to build it into the system itself. So PlayStation 5, 9 times out of 10, will have features built in it that will support custom resolutions for the older titles, that will support anti-aliasing for the old titles. And remember, PS2 had this. When you turn on PS2 and you want to run PlayStation 1 games, they did have a smoothing technique to make the edges better instead of the edges being jaggy, because you know PlayStation 1 games was very jaggy because they didn't have good anti-aliasing. So PS2, these things has happened before already, just in minor detail and minor scale. PlayStation 5 is about to bring it all. They're going to bring it all. It's about to be serious. Now, what I will say is, related to PlayStation Now, I do believe in the next generation, you'll be able to download, all those games and have it be accessible on the PS5 so you can utilize them. But also the disc, it'll be able to read the old disc as well, because there's supposed to be 3 different GPU settings built within the system, so it recognizes what generation is being played even from a disc. Get excited, man. PlayStation 5 is about to be serious. So I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick about backwards compatibility. I'm here to confirm to y'all that PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4 will all be playable on PlayStation 5. You will see backwards compatibility become forward compatibility in terms of the games looking better, running better, and feeling like a brand new experience, so that nostalgia can be up to date. That's the second thing. And the third thing that I would say regarding backwards compatibility is that don't be surprised in terms of PlayStation 5. Don't be surprised if when they do the reveal and show you everything, don't be surprised if they actually show you the demonstration of old games being brought to life directly from the system itself on stage, because this is a big part of what the next generation is going to be. Like, backwards compatibility is going to play a major role, actually. This is something that they invested a lot of money in ever since 2012. And if you go back and look at the PlayStation 4 reveal video, David Perry talked a lot about how Sony collectively as a company is investing in their term called EE, which is everything everywhere. That's what they want for the PlayStation brand, the family. They want everything PlayStation to be everywhere on the PlayStation 5 and beyond, and all other devices. So stay tuned, man. It's gonna be crazy. On that note, we out here. What did y'all think? Do y'all have any questions based off what I said? What are your thoughts on everything? Yo, Jay, I see you, Jay. You said that would be sick, no doubt. Shout out to Raiders. What's going on, Raiders? Need to pick up Simpsons Road Rage and PS2, no doubt. Yeah, 7 years, man. Like they've been investing for a long time with this. Go back and look at the video, you'll see. Oh, shout out to Dragon. Oh, you missed the video. You just got here. Well, I'm about to shut it down anyway, so you can see it from the beginning. Is that how the PS5 gonna look on the right? No, the PS5 is not gonna look like that. That's just a fan art concept design, but that fan art looks dope. It looks really dope. If it did look like that, I would not be mad. You know what I'm saying? So SB, you loving it? All right, cool. I just want to make sure y'all like this format where I could bring y'all in to what's happening in the conversations and stuff that was going on. So on that note, we out of here. It's the one and only Hip Hop Gamer, Logitech G on your Hot 97 every day. That's my word. One love and God bless. Please share the video, subscribe, hit the bell, notification, all that good stuff that you gotta do and stuff like that. On that note, we out of here. God bless y'all and Happy New Year. Much love and have a great day. Peace.